How do you do an effective discovery call? You know what I find very interesting is discovery calls are probably the most underrated part of the sales process. I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. This is another one of my weekly videos where I give you a 10 list. And I do hope you hit subscribe to the videos, put a new one out every week. And hey, check out my website and also check out my book, A Mind for Sales, and my other book, High Profit Prospecting. You can find out more about them by going to the website, thesaleshunter.com. But let's get into right now. How do you have an effective discovery call? One, remember, it's not about showing the product. Do not show the product. The discovery call is what takes you to the demo. The discovery call is not the demo. These must be stand-alone entities. And the reason being is very simple. If you race to the demo, you're going to leave critical key information out. Critical insights that you're not going to learn. So when you come to try to close a deal, you're not going to have the knowledge you need. Two, the customer is going to view it as a product and not as an outcome. The discovery call is to help you understand them and for them to understand you. So do not show the product. Number two, ask questions. Okay, now this seems pretty obvious, but it is amazing how when I hear people, well, I need to go through this worksheet here, and I have worked with sales teams where the discovery call process is they need to go through all these clarifying questions, and it's check the box, check the box, check the box. Those aren't questions. That's just random information. Okay, it's critical information. I get it. But questions get the person talking. That's what the discovery call is about. It's not a qualifying call. This is a discovery call. And it's about discovering information, which takes us to number three, uncover needs and outcomes. This is what the discovery call is all about. Because in order for you to have an effective demo, you've really got to understand what are their needs, what are the outcomes that they have. Because if you don't understand what those are, how in the world will you know what to present to them? And you're not going to do that unless you ask questions. Which then takes us to number four, probe 3x. And what's probe 3x? That means I have to go 3 levels deep with my questions and my uncovering of needs. I can't just, go back to the qualifying question. How many people are in your company? 150. Well, who cares? What do they do? Why do they do? See, I got to drill down deep. I got to go what I call 3 levels deep. I ask the question, I get a piece of information. I ask a follow-up question on that, I get another piece of information, and I ask a follow-up question on that, and I go down even deeper. That gets me where I need to be. Number 5 is about notes. You got to be taking notes. Chances are, if you're in a large sales force, you're the one doing the discovery call, which then hands it off to another person who actually does the demo. So in other words, it's your job to brief that account manager, that account exec, whoever it might be, that's going to be doing the demo. So your notes are going to be absolutely critical. Your notes are what's going to determine as to whether or not it's a successful demo. I can't stress enough. Don't think for a moment that that's not critical information to write down, record. You need to. Number 6, clarify everything. Everything. When somebody says something in passing, you got to come back and ask them about it. You ask them follow-up questions on everything. Don't allow any, again, this is the discovery call. You know what's interesting? Customers actually appreciate good discovery calls. Customers value good discovery calls because the discovery call is where they're going to begin to realize, are you just trying to make a sale or are you really trying to help me? Now think about that for a moment. If you race and just forget the discovery and go right to demo, they're going to see you as somebody who's just trying to make a sale. If you take the time in an in-depth discovery call to clarify everything, now they view you as somebody who's, you know what? This person actually cares. This person wants to truly help me. Which then takes me to the next one, number 7, build contacts. I love this one. You see, what I want to do is the only good sale is one that leads to the next sale. And when I'm talking to somebody, I may be having a discovery call with one person. Typically, that's what a discovery call is. It's with one person, unless it's a complex sale. But they're going to mention other names. I want them mentioning other names because I want to be able to engage with them. So I want to be able to build more contacts within that company, within that organization. What does this do? It not only strengthens my ability to close the initial sale, but it begins opening the doors for future sales. I want to build contacts as rapidly as possible, and I'm going to be reaching out to them as rapidly as possible. Number 8, learn their process. Learning their process is not something you do in the demo. And this upsets some people. I don't want to learn their process in the discovery call. I want to already know their process. And this is a fundamental change that most sales organizations do not understand and do not appreciate. Here's the thing. If I wait to understand their process during the discovery call, the customer is going to short message it. What do I mean by short message it? They're going to make it very short, tight, and they're just going to fit it to what that person wants to hear right then. If I learn their process during the discovery call, it's a much more robust conversation. It's a bigger conversation. I learn more about it. Learn their process in the discovery call, because then it's also going to help me know what to show and what not to show when I get into the demo. Number 9, magnify pain and outcome. Now, again, this seems pretty obvious, but it's amazing how many salespeople don't really. I want you to come into this, and I want you to end the discovery call by saying, okay, so I'm seeing this, 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 and this. Yeah, we really do need to get these solved quite quickly, because if we don't get these solved, these problems are going to lead to XXX. Magnify their pain and outcome. That's really the selling process that you're doing in the discovery call. You're magnifying their pain. You're magnifying the outcome. You're really helping them to realize the outcome. And what does that do? It takes us to number 10. You're leaving them hungry. You are leaving them hungry, because here's what's interesting. If you leave them hungry, they come into the demo with much more of a mindset to move forward. If you don't leave them hungry, they come into it, well, we'll just kind of check this out and just see what it's like. No. I want them to come into the demo hungry, ready to make a decision. So I got to sit there. And that's why I have number 9 as magnify their pain and the outcome. Because that's so critical, because when I do that, I can begin to set them up. Okay, so when we get to the demo, here's what Peter, here's what Susan, here's what Denise is going to walk you through. And you allow them to see, oh, wow, this is what I'm going to see. Yeah, oh, wow, this is great. This is terrific. It leaves them hungry. You see, the successful the successful discovery call leads to a successful demo. That's how you close the sale. Hey, the 10 things as to how to have an effective discovery call. I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Subscribe to videos, grab the book, check it all out. I'm here for you. I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Great selling.